What's up, y'all? Hey, man. Coming at y'all with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video, man. Hey, man. Now, I know y'all see Tove in the building right now. Say hello, Tove.
If you're ever in danger, just let me know and I'll take care of it.
You know what I'm saying? We were able to go ahead and secure her, man. Hold on. Let's go ahead and take a closer look real quick. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get up in there. We gotta get a close-up look for research purposes. You know what I'm saying?
No matter how
Hey, I know you see the physics on deck. I know you see the physics, bro, going crazy. But yeah, man. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. It's been a few days since I posted a video. And I'm gonna be honest, that's mainly because there ain't really been much going on in the Nikke space. No real juicy Nikke news, nothing exciting. And I'm not really the type to post a bunch of filler content, if you will. Y'all know what I'm talking about, when the main content runs dry and then the YouTube creators start making a bunch of random videos. That's not really my thing, because I want people to come to my channel, you know, for a reason. Like, I want them to be like, oh, okay, they're getting something out of it. It's not just some fluff and everything like that. But I started to think, I was like, you know what? It's been a few days, and I love Nikke, you know what I'm saying? I love Nikke, so there's always going to be something to talk about and everything like that. So I have a bunch of ideas that I've been kind of thinking about lately. I'm going to start posting some more videos. This is probably the best time since it's kind of slow right now as far as Nikke news. So just a heads up, I'm going to be starting to spam y'all inbox, so just be prepared. If you see a bunch of notifications for me, I told you. But yeah, I got a bunch of things I kind of wanted to talk to y'all about, get y'all thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We can have a discussion and whatnot. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Subscribe so you don't miss out on anything Nikke related. But yeah, topic of today's video, man, as you see in the title, shout out to Zeoxys. This idea actually came from Zeoxys. He had just posted a video that was titled, Is Nikke Boring? And I'm gonna go ahead and answer that right off the bat. In my humble opinion, I honestly believe, hey, is Nikke boring? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes and no. Now, the reason I say yes and no is because one, I love Nikke, and I will never really get bored of Nikke personally. I feel like Nikke was literally made for people like me. And when I say people like me, I mean super cultured individuals, you know what I'm saying? So I could never really get bored of this game personally. But I do think there are aspects of the game that could be potentially boring. I could see why they could be boring to people. Now, to kind of answer that question, get more into it, I don't think Nikke itself is boring, but I believe that the content being created on YouTube surrounding Nikke is pretty boring, in my personal opinion. Now, that's not a shot or a jab at any Nikke creators. I mentioned stuff like this in the past, so to kind of understand where I'm coming from for those who haven't been really following the channel that long, I am a waifu enjoyer, or waifu over meta person, or a culture individual. That is who I am at heart. I love my waifus, I love my assets. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much, you can look at my content in the past and it can kind of speak for itself. I'm a waifu enjoyer at the end of the day, first and foremost, before anything else. So, as you probably already know, if you are an avid Nikke enjoyer, you will notice that most of the content that is on Nikke is either one of two things. It is either guides or meta. Guides or meta. Guides or meta. That is what you're going to get 99% of the time when you search a Nikke video on YouTube. You can do a search right now and pretty much confirm what I'm saying. And so, in my opinion, that is really, really boring and dull, considering that the main selling point of Nikke in the first place is,
If you're ever in danger, just let me know and I'll take care of
you know what I'm saying, it's the assets and everything. To further prove my point for those who are naysayers and be like, no, that's not really the main selling point. Okay, go ahead. Whenever you bring up Nikke in anywhere, I don't know, any social space with your friends, people who don't really know about Nikke like that, but they might have heard of it, what is the first thing that they would think of when somebody mentions Nikke? When somebody mentions Nikke, do they say, oh, Nikke, that's the game about guides and meta? Or do they say, oh, Nikke, that's the game with the with the asses and the butts jiggling all over the place? You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. When that is what they think of. That is what people think of when they mention Nikke. It's all about the assets. So to get back to my point is, it's really, one is really disappointing, honestly. One is disappointing, and it's really boring when most of the content on YouTube is focused around guides and meta and not the main selling point of the game in the first place. It's like somebody going to a burger spot and not getting any burgers. They getting like chicken or something like that. I don't understand. Like, how are you not highlighting the main selling point? It's always been a weird situation for me, and I don't know if that's because YouTube has their silly little restrictions and policies. YouTube doesn't like women or anything sexy or jiggling or stuff like that. Unless you're a celebrity, then they'll just completely ignore their own policies and be hypocritical. But we already mentioned stuff like that in the past. With YouTube and their shenanigans. So that could be it. But yeah, the extreme emphasis on guides and meta and not what actually makes Nikke stand out in the first place is, one, really disappointing, and two, really, really boring and dull, in my personal opinion. That's no shot at the again, that's not a shot at the Nikke creators or anything like that. I just think there needs to be more variety, more balance. Like, it gets really annoying and boring when all the Nikke videos are just meta and guides, and nobody's talking about, there's no cultured videos in the Nikke space. Like, you got me, obviously I make culture content. You got Tamias, Loot and Waifus, he's pretty funny. He's had some stuff every now and again, but there isn't a lot of, one, there's not a lot of Nikke creators to begin with. Two, there's definitely not a lot of culture creators. Like I said, you got me, you got Tamias, and maybe like one or two others, but most of the time you search up a video on Nikke, it's going to be on some, and I'm trying not to be disrespectful to the people who do this, but it's 99% of the time the Nikke video is gonna be over guides and meta. That's what it is. Number crunching, everything like that. In my opinion, I don't get turned on by numbers and spreadsheets and data and how much damage my Nikke does. That doesn't turn me on. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't bust nuts or anything over no freaking numbers and shit like that. So it's weird to me that's most of what you see on Nikke. So I know somebody like, oh my God, I can't believe you said, bro, chill. You on a Nikke video. Like, let's be real. You're not holy. Anyway. And then I guess the other thing that I think would be boring is like the daily grind. The daily grind in Nikke, I can understand getting really, really boring. But that's not exclusive to Nikke. That's like with any game, honestly. Any game can have their little boring daily grind, for the currencies and resources. They try to keep you on that treadmill, you know what I'm saying? Keep you playing the game longer. And that becomes to, when you constantly do the Nikke daily thing, or just dailies in general when it comes to games, it starts to feel like a chore, like you clocking in daily and everything like that. And I never want Nikke to be like that. So I haven't even finished my daily from yesterday. So whenever I feel like I'm starting to get burnt out, I take a step back, because I don't ever want to feel burnt out on Nikke, because I love this game. But I don't ever want to treat it like a job where some of these people do. They play it every day, clock in like it's a job. I don't want to treat Nikke like a job. I want to always enjoy it. So I think it's good to take breaks whenever you can. I think a person should rather want to take a break than end up constantly playing and then end up getting burnt out on the game. Or just take your time, man. Enjoy the journey, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the daily grind can be kind of boring. Some of the game modes are kind of dull, like that one defense mission where you have to keep the raptures from passing a little red gated area or whatever like that. That game mode sucks in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that game mode. More game modes would be nice. Certain quality of life things need to change and stuff like that. But as Zeoxys mentioned in his video, I think that as long as you have a goal in mind to reach in the game, I don't think you would ever be really bored in the game. Like as you can see, for instance, here we have Tove. Still haven't built Tove, you know what I'm saying? You can get overload gear for her, build up her skills, get her some cubes, etc. There's always something to do. You got arena, you got different kind of rankings, there's new Nikke to pull, there's always new Nikke coming out, story content, etc, etc. There's so much to do, honestly. So I think that's kind of dependent on the person if they get bored or not. Me personally, I don't find Nikke boring at all. I just find certain aspects of Nikke boring, such as the content on YouTube and some of the daily missions and some of the game modes. But other than that, I love Nikke, man. I love Nikke. I hope to continue playing it for a long time coming. But yeah, that's gonna be it really. I just want to give my thoughts on that. I also want to hear what you guys think. Do you guys think Nikke is boring, or do you love it as well? Let me know what y'all thoughts are down in the comment section, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping a whole bunch of videos here soon while we're waiting for the juicy content to drop. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything Nikke related. I appreciate the support, man. We've been going up. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Doing something I love. I don't never have a script or anything. This all comes from the heart and from passion for the game and everything like that. So I'm glad that y'all can enjoy that as well with me. Look forward to the next video, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, man.
If you're ever in danger, just let me know and I'll take care of it.
Peace.